So I just picked up the Spokeshave. I want to use it. So let's take it apart and maybe compare it with some of the things. I'll take this one apart too. If I'm touching up the iron on this one, might as well touch up the iron on that one too. Whatever. And we'll do a little compare and contrast here. Because maybe this one just needs a little bit of love too to get it working. I don't know. I already kind of like that this one feels a little lighter and is a little smaller. And the adjustment knobs on these always seemed really finicky, and I couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to. Yeah, so I never really fell in love with this one. But maybe, never fell in love with the Spokeshave, I guess. Maybe I will become more a fan of them with this little guy here. Maybe not. But either way, let's take it apart and just see what we're working with. So, we got our little thumb screw here. Not too bad. It's got to get cleaned up a little bit, but nothing crazy. It's in decent condition. I guess chip break and everything's loose, I guess, so. So they screw to hold the iron and chip breaker in. That looks like it's in decent condition. Dirty, but nothing crazy. A little bit of dust. The plane looks like the body of the plane looks like it's in pretty good shape. A little rust here and there, but no biggie. And we'll clean that up just a little bit, just to get that blade seating against that. Is that the frog? I guess, I don't know. The sole, not the sole. The sole's down here. I don't know. I'm not familiar with plane anatomy, but we'll get this cleaned up a little bit, so we'll get the iron sitting against that a little flatter. But other than that, I don't think I really need to do much to the body of it. Some little rust marks here and there, but I'm just going to leave it just because I'm going to use it. And if I really like it, maybe I'll go back through and fix it up better. Now let's see, the iron itself, not bad. That side looks like it was kept decent, taken care of decently. This side's got a little bit of pitting, but honestly, the cutting edge looks like it's in pretty good shape, so I'm not too worried about it. I think that'll sharpen up just fine. As you can see, it says Stanley, made in USA. Our chip breaker looks fine enough. Got a decent 90 degree, not 90 degree, but decent edge on there, I guess, to lift the chips as we go. Maybe we'll start with just sharpening the blade and just seeing what we're working with there. So we'll do that first. Alright, I think that's cleaned up enough. We'll get it back together, try to get the iron set up properly, and test it. Alright, so let's get this reassembled. I can definitely clean this up further. I don't want to go too far into cleaning this up if I don't enjoy using it. So if I get it all back together and I'm liking how it's working, liking how it's if I'm liking how it's working, liking how it's doing its thing, maybe I'll show it a little more love. Cleaning up the paint and maybe painting it again, repainting it. Maybe I'll paint at the same time I paint my little giant press. So I don't really know how to set one of these up. I'm assuming this goes snug enough where I can still have the iron move. We'll thread this in here because it's going to put pressure on the actual iron so it stays in place. And I'm just going to set it by feel where it's like not grabbing or just barely grabbing there on the left hand side. And on the right hand side it'll be a slightly thicker or deeper cut. Alright, we'll try that. So that's protruding more than this side. So we're going to have a deeper, heavier cut on the right hand side, whereas a shallow to no cut on the left hand side, and a real light cut in the middle. So I kind of choose how heavy of a cut I want to make depending on where I'm spoke shaving, where I'm shaving. All right, let's get some wood in the vise and try it. All right, so in the vise here, we just have a old handle. It's really warped, it's cracked, it's scrapped. It's really just going to be firewood. So we'll try test it out on it. Alright, so I can already tell I don't have an even enough amount of blade protruding. So we'll try to adjust here. Way too heavy of a cut. That might be okay. It's a bit heavy of a cut, but it is working. And I will say, that already feels more enjoyable than the other one. It's making nice shavings. I think it is. Well, maybe. I think the cut might be a little heavy, but not bad. And this one feels, it's interesting. With this one, I can feel what, I think it was Nick that was telling me, Mountain Manaxis. You need to have both the front and the back of the sole registered on the piece of wood, and it cuts a lot better. It never felt like this one wanted to, I mean, the soles are the same size, but I don't know. This one never felt like it wanted to sit right. So, this one, it may just be me having more experience with tools in general by the time I'm going to use this one. It was a long time ago that I tried the other one. But this is definitely more enjoyable. And I'm not getting a bunch of chips caught underneath the bottom of the sole here. You know, nothing's getting caught underneath there. So nothing's getting caught underneath there. You're going to get some, shavings. Of course, you're making shavings, but that's expected. The stuff's not getting caught up underneath the chip breaker either. So far I like it. It works. I think it's a worthwhile tool to have in the arsenal now. Sweet. I like it. Now, I just got to use it on something. Maybe we should carve a handle. Yeah, that's cleaning up a lot easier than the other one. Before I'd take a couple passes like this, and then I needed to stop because all of these chips would be getting jammed up underneath the chip breaker. And I have to stop and like pick them all out and clean them out, and it was just a hassle. I didn't like using it, but this is working really nice. I like it. So let's call that a win, and we'll move on to something else now. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Stay tuned, and maybe we'll start carving a handle soon. No, we'll see. Put this old Spokeshave back to use, carving something. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. Take care.